Hi, I'm Kale. Today I'm going to talk about equity versus equality. They are often used interchangeably, but there are important differences, and how we think about and use language matters. Let's start with equality. Treating everyone equally. That sounds great, right? It's giving everyone the same treatment, resources, services, materials, and opportunities as everyone else. Equity, on the other hand, means that each person is getting what they need in order to be successful. Equity means all the things I mentioned, like resources and materials, are not being distributed equally. So on the surface, this might sound like the less desirable option, but let's dig into it a little bit. Equity acknowledges that we're all different, that we come from different backgrounds, we have different levels of education, health, wealth, and abilities, and that we all have vastly different amounts of privilege. I'm going to give an example. Think of something you're out of in your kitchen right now. Maybe you're out of chocolate peanut butter ice cream. Personally, I try to never be out of chocolate peanut butter ice cream, but let's just roll with it. Now think of 5 people that you know. If we went with the equality model, we would get chocolate peanut butter ice cream for you and all 5 of those people. That's giving everyone the same resource, delicious chocolate peanut butter ice cream. However, maybe once you look into it, one of them is a lactose intolerant human, one of them is a very strange human who doesn't like chocolate peanut butter ice cream, and one of them had their freezer break down last week and has nowhere to put the ice cream. In that case, everybody needs something different in order to be happy. Lactose-free ice cream, caramel ice cream, and a whole new freezer so they have somewhere to store it. Now, this is a silly example and a pretty transparent ploy for me to be able to talk about ice cream, but it gives you a basic idea and it leads to bigger, more important ideas. The reason equality and equity are a big deal is because there are a lot of inequalities in the world. Gender-based, race and ethnicity-based, sexual orientation, class and religion-based, between countries, and between people with different abilities. There are many, and they exist for many reasons that I'm not getting into here. My point is to address these inequalities. There are both equity and equality-based approaches. There's a popular meme that you might have seen about equity versus equality. It was originally created in 2012 by Frey. The wall represents the inequalities that exist, and the boxes are the resources that were given. This is another adapted version from 2016 from the Center for Story-Based Strategy, which I do like, knock the wall down, right? However, even with all these evolutions, there are still issues. This is Dr. E.J.R. David, an associate professor of psychology at the University of Alaska Anchorage. He is the author of Brown Skin, White Minds and has created his own version of these graphics. As he points out, even the recent adapted versions give the impression that inequalities exist because of physical or biological differences in people. Why is the person on the far right so much shorter than the other two? It makes you think that they're struggling because of something that is wrong with them. They're less developed, smart, or able. In fact, people don't face inequalities because of flaws in their own characteristics. They face them because of a long history of oppression, systemic racism, ableism, and sexism. So Dr. David created a series of memes. Here he conveys that the oppression and inequalities that are present have long been there, and that they aren't something that is wrong with the person, but because of the unfairness of the setup. In this image, Dr. David shows that equality might seem like a great idea. However, it doesn't correct for the historical injustices or account for the fact that many people start out with more than others. They might already have a fridge full of ice cream, for example. Finally, an equity-based approach. The point of this is to show what we all know, that not everyone needs the exact same things. It creates a more level playing field. It acknowledges that marginalized people have different needs and that they have faced years of unjust systems. And it corrects for this. It means that people who have had historically more privilege share that, and it helps rectify power imbalances. So follow the channel for more content, and I posted links to Twitter and Instagram and our social down below. And thanks for watching. Bye!